Hello friends, welcome to ELS English Literature Studies with Kaur Harpreet. Today we'll discuss 7 strategies to comprehend the poem, right? Friends, actually I have realized that many students tend to resist poetry. I think maybe because they just do not understand it, or some other reason according to maybe they have a difficult time finding the theme and main idea in literature, right? Before that, I've also discussed only 5 steps to clear any entrance exam. If you are interested, you can check that video also. Friends, no matter how many ideas or activities a teacher tries to make this poetry fun, engaging, even then I think that the students feel a little bit uncomfortable to comprehend the poem, right? If I'm right, please let me know in the comment section. So today I want you to share with you some very helpful strategies which will assist my students with the comprehension of a poem, right? So let's get started, and if you like these strategies, please hit the like button for moral support, share and subscribe my channel. If you're new to my channel, please hit the bell button. So let's get started with the first point, that is set up the poem, right? First point I'm going to discuss is setup of the poem. It means firstly write down the name of the narrator, the setting of the poem and mood of the poet, right? First you have to set up the poem before starting the comprehension of the poem. Second strategy according to me, which I follow during this process, is read the poem twice. Friends, very important to realize this thing, that you should always read the poem twice, as you will never understand a poem in one go, right? Read it twice. If needed, read it thrice. Read the poem until you are able to find out its narrator and the setting and the mood. Read the poem twice, thrice, until you are able to understand it, right? Third is use your imaginative skills. And I would also like to include here to identify the speaker of the poem also, right? One important thing that you should keep in the mind, that the speaker of the poem is not always the poet himself, right? I'm repeating myself, that this thing should be clear to you, that the speaker of the poem is not always the poet himself, and we have so many examples. Sometimes you have to look at the speaker like a character in the poem, right? The quicker you will recognize the speaker, the faster it will help you to understand the context of the poem, right? I hope you are getting my points. First is set up the poem, then read the poem twice, and then use your imaginative skills and also identify the speaker of the poem. Fourth strategy according to me is identify the setting, right? I am missing something here, that this point I've discussed in my video, how to crack any exam in one attempt, right? You have to sharpen your imagination skills, right? And one important thing is to underline the keywords. You should also underline the keywords, or the words shows evidence of their thinking, right? Next is identify the setting. Identify the setting of the poem. Why? Because it will give you a visualization and imagery to the context of any literature, right? You will begin to form pictures in your mind of what is happening due to time and place. And in addition to it, identify where and when the poem was taking place, right? And then try to specify it, if it takes place in the past, present or future, right? Identify the setting. Next is identify the mood. Friends, again it is important to identify the mood, and a mood can change over the course of a piece. It is important to identify how a character is feeling. This will connect you to a character or a person, right? Feeling for others, this habit will develop an appreciation for the character's actions, for the character's behaviors, as well as I think it will be easy for you to understand why the character is acting or why the character is speaking in a particular way, right? So it is important to identify the mood. Next is summarize the poem. Summarize the poem in one's own words. I think it is the best way to show your understanding of the poem, right? The summary should be able to identify some important points. For example, who, what, where, why, when, and how of the poem, right? When you are going to summarize the poem, you have to keep these things in mind. You can note down who, what, where, why, when, and how of the poem, right? And when you are able to summarize the poem, you are able to, I think you are near about the understanding of the poem, right? Friends, my seventh strategy or last strategy is this step, that is, I think this last step is optional. It is not compulsory for all because of the different level of understanding. I think if you have difficulty in summarizing the particular poem, then try to put the poem in action by drawing a picture of it, right? Why draw it? Because for some students, visualization is essential for comprehension, right? For example, for me, I better visualize a thing through flowcharts, then diagrams, then geos, and other shortcuts rather than cramming it as a whole, right? So that is why I told that it is optional. It depends upon your understanding level. By the way, you can also write in the comment section how you visualize things. I will wait for your comments, right? So friends, this is all about today's topic, and I hope these 7 strategies will strengthen your skills with the comprehension of a poem. And if you like it, please hit the like button, share and subscribe my channel. Thanks a lot for watching.